Hinterkaifeck murders. In 1922, the Gruber family of Hinterkaifeck, Germany, experienced strange occurrences: footsteps in the attic, missing keys, and unfamiliar newspapers. Despite these warnings, they stayed on their isolated farm. On March 31, 1922, the killer lured each family member into the barn and murdered them with a mattock. Young Cecilia survived hours after the attack, pulling out her hair in agony. The bodies of Andreas, Cecilia Sr., Victoria, and young Cecilia were found stacked in the barn, while Maria, the maid, and Joseph, the infant, were killed in the house. The investigation yielded numerous suspects, including Lorenz Schlittenbauer, a neighbor, but no definitive evidence. The eerie nature and brutality of the murders keep this case alive in public memory, inspiring books, documentaries, and ongoing speculation about the identity of the killer and the motive behind the gruesome act. 2. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In February 1959, 9 experienced hikers led by Igor Dyatlov embarked on a trek through the Ural Mountains. On the night of February 1st, something caused them to flee their tent in a panic, inadequately dressed for the freezing temperatures. Their bodies were found scattered, with some suffering severe internal injuries and one missing her tongue and eyes. The tent had been cut open from the inside. An investigation concluded they died from a compelling natural force, but many questions remain unanswered. Theories range from avalanches to secret military tests and even UFOs. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the case and concluded an avalanche was the cause, but this explanation still leaves many aspects unexplained. The incident remains one of the most mysterious unsolved cases in history, captivating the imagination of researchers and the public alike, and spawning countless books, documentaries, and discussions. 3. The Villisca Axe Murders. On June 10, 1912, in Villisca, Iowa, Josiah Moore, his family, and 2 guests were found bludgeoned to death with an axe. The killer had covered mirrors and windows and left the axe at the scene. Despite numerous suspects, including a traveling minister, a rival businessman, and a transient, the case remains unsolved. The Villisca Axe Murder House is now a tourist attraction, drawing visitors interested in its dark history and reported paranormal activity. The investigation was hampered by a chaotic crime scene, as townsfolk trampled through the house, contaminating potential evidence. Reverend George Kelly, a traveling preacher with a history of mental illness, confessed to the murders but later recanted, and his confession was deemed unreliable. The brutal nature and mystery surrounding the murders have left a lasting mark on Villisca's history, with the story being the subject of books, documentaries, and paranormal investigations. 4. The Disappearance of Elisa Lam. In January 2013, Elisa Lam disappeared while staying at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. Surveillance footage showed her behaving erratically in an elevator, sparking widespread speculation. On February 19th, her body was found in a rooftop water tank. How she accessed the tank remains unclear, as it required passing through locked doors. Her death was ruled an accidental drowning, with bipolar disorder as a factor. The Cecil Hotel's notorious history, combined with the mysterious circumstances of her death, has fueled numerous theories, including foul play and paranormal activity. The hotel's past is filled with suicides, murders, and other unexplained deaths, adding to the eerie aura surrounding Elisa's case. The combination of her strange behavior in the video, the difficulty of accessing the water tank, and the hotel's dark history continues to intrigue and terrify people worldwide. 5. The Sodder Children Disappearance. On Christmas Eve 1945, a fire destroyed the Sodder home in West Virginia. George and Jenny Sodder escaped with 4 children, but 5, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty, were never found. Despite a thorough search, no remains were discovered. George's ladder was missing, his trucks wouldn't start, and the phone lines had been cut. Various tips and sightings over the years yielded no conclusive evidence. Theories range from kidnapping to organized crime, possibly due to George's outspoken views against Mussolini. The Sodders received a photo in 1967 of a young man resembling their son Louis, leading them to hire a private investigator, but he disappeared without a trace. The family maintained a billboard along Route 16, offering a reward for information. The case remains unsolved, with the fate of the Sodder children shrouded in mystery. The persistent search for answers and the strange circumstances of the fire have kept the story alive, symbolizing a parent's relentless quest for the truth, and inspiring books, documentaries, and numerous theories about what really happened to the Sodder children.